Today on Cutler's Court.
You found this on her phone. Did you ask Miss Edge about it?
She's going back and forth with her baby daddy. You know, I'm wondering, are they meeting at a hotel or
That's not true.
meeting
That's
at a room
not
or
true.
something? Once I saw our money coming up missing and she was going out with various other men spending it,
That's not
and her
true
baby
at all.
daddy
Stop
started
lying, please.
asking her
Please don't lie on me.
for money.
Ms. Edge, anything we need to know about before we look at the results of the polygraph exam you took?
The polygraph results will determine if she has been cheating. This is Cutler's Court. Dewan Barnes is here to determine if his wife has been loyal to him, and only him. He says they have a beautiful life and a family together, but her unfaithful and unappreciative behavior is unacceptable. He's demanding she take a polygraph test to learn the truth. Alexandra Edge is here to clear her name against her husband's cheating allegations. She is appalled that he would make such claims given how much she does for her family, especially after his accident, and says this is just another example of how little he appreciates her.
Your Honor, this is case number 1199, Barnes versus Edge.
Thank you, Tashi. Mr. Barnes and Miss Edge, you all are here today, Mr. Barnes, because your relationship with Miss Edge might be on the edge unless you get some correct answers today. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
It was love at first sight when I met her. You know, met at the club. Been together ever since. You know, we have beautiful kids, have a family. But I noticed some few red flags here, you know.
Okay.
Unfaithful behavior, you know, she's unorganized, very unappreciative, you know.
How long have you all been together?
Been together 4 years.
Miss Edge is all about the uns for him. He says you're unappreciative, you're unfaithful, he says you're unorganized.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Which part?
None of it, Your Honor.
Why do you think he's saying that?
Well, Your Honor, he got in an accident in 2019. Since then, I've been paying all the bills, so I don't know how he finds me unappreciative at all.
Oh. Okay. So you're like, I'm the one doing everything, so, well, let me ask you the reverse of that. Do you feel appreciated for all that you're doing?
No, ma'am, I do not feel appreciated at all.
Okay, and if he were being appreciative, what would he be doing?
He would be helping with bills. He would be helping with dishes. He wouldn't be nagging as much, and he would appreciate all I do.
She mentioned that you had an accident in 2019.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and has that left you disabled to some extent?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But let's see, I had an accident. I was working at the stadium, you know, going up and down under the scaffold, sort of injured my neck. They pulled 2 discs out of my neck. And then I received an injection that inflamed my spine. So instead of her standing by my side and waiting for me to heal, she's going around the house catfishing like my house is her house, posting images of just herself without our kids or anything. So I'm wondering, is she standing by my side or is she looking for other suitors?
All right, so this is the second time he's raised the issue about your faithfulness or lack thereof. Have you been catfishing?
I have not been catfishing, Your Honor. I've asked him to take pictures before. He didn't want to take pictures with me.
So you just took your own pictures?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Your
did you
Honor.
post them anywhere?
Oh, social media. She has guy suitors falling in love with her all over social media. And I'm wondering, hey, is she having social media lovers, family lovers, or whatever?
So what kinds of pictures is she posting? I mean, everybody posts pictures on social media.
Pretty
so,
much just selfies.
Okay, everybody posts selfies.
Without the family, so it's just
That-
her house, her. And then she has a mystery man. You know, all of a sudden one day she's in the shower and her phone keeps going off. So I look at her phone and see all these random messages between her and this mystery man. I'm like, whoa, Your Honor.
It's the same guy?
Her baby daddy, previously.
Are they like hello?
Oh,
or
I
are they?
I have them.
You
I
have them?
Yes.
Tasha, can we take?
So,
can you get those?
I know you can't stop what you attract, but what you entertain, that's what you're entertaining.
Okay, let's take a look.
All right, so she writes, Really how? I tried, but the hunter in me was like, go, go, go. And she responds, LOL.
LOL. No, that's the devil in you, boy. And then
No
laughing.
devil. I just like enjoying a woman having an orgasm from my hard work. Okay.
That doesn't mean anything. I never even really hung out with that person before. They made gestures towards me, and I didn't do anything with them whatsoever.
But
Guys are perf sometimes, Your Honor. I laughed it off and joked off, but I never associated with them after that.
But
why did this person whom you never met feel so comfortable with you going?
My point.
Your Honor, I think
my
it's
point.
something in Los Angeles water because people tend to be disrespectful and narcissistic in Los Angeles. I don't know, Your Honor, but it made me uncomfortable, and I tried to laugh it off, but I didn't speak to them or hang out
That
with
makes
them
me
after
just
that.
question my wife.
and then
All right, so
then we have this one.
what you doing?
Getting some guards, then going to report my money stolen because I think it's an inside job.
Okay, good idea. I dreamt you was with me last night. We were wilding in my dream, in a freaky way, LOL. Is this the same person?
Nope.
No, different.
It's a different person.
Yep, it's a
that's my
different person.
point.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, Your Honor, it has to be something in the water because I did not.
Do you know
Give them
these
any-
people?
These are people she goes back and forth with all day long.
Okay,
not true.
wait, hold on,
Hold on,
hold on.
Mr. Barnes.
So these are text messages.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means they have your phone number.
Well, that's a texting app, actually. That's not my real
it's,
number.
It's okay. So it's a texting app, and they just picked you out of the whole Los Angeles area to text that to.
Your Honor, I truthfully was looking for friends with anybody. I've always had more male friends than female friends. When people say anything disrespectful to me, I nip it in the bud. But he decided to snoop through my phone and took it out of context.
No, I think it was in context.
It's in
But it didn't
context.
The
occur.
context is clear.
Coming up,
He requested $108 so y'all can get a room.
He's delusional, Your Honor. He's obsessed with me, and I don't want anything to do with him. I tried to co-parent him, but it went left.
Did you send the money?
She's going around the house catfishing like her house is, like my house is her house. So I'm wondering, is she standing by my side, or is she looking for other suitors?
Okay, so Mr. Barnes,
Yeah.
you found this on her phone.
Yeah.
Did you ask Miss Edge about it?
Sure did.
And what was
She
her
denied
response?
it. She denied it.
Okay.
But then she's going back and forth with her baby daddy on the other messages. You know, I'm wondering, are they meeting at a hotel or
That's not true.
meeting
That's
at a
not
room or
true.
something?
That's
There's
not
more.
true.
We said going back and forth
Through the Cash App.
through Cash App.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have children with him. He helps with his children
Now, I
sometimes.
understand you can send messages also through Cash App. Is that what you are complaining about?
Yes.
The messages that are being sent? Okay, let's take a look at those.
This is $1 for you'll see me again. I know you're still in there. So he just sent you $1.
Well, to be able to send the message, you gotta, and then let me guess, you send him back $1? Is that how that works?
No, the father of my children doesn't run right, Your Honor. That's why I moved to California, and he just doesn't listen.
All right, so what's the next one? For this is Brazy Waltz going on, come through.
I told you, Your Honor, something wrong with his head. There must be something in Florida water, too, because he ain't right in the head either.
All right.
All right.
I'm just laughing at these dollars. That's
But I'm
But
wondering
that's
if
not an answer. Come through. So somebody's asking somebody to come on through,
Your
right?
Honor, the father of my children is in Florida. I have not seen him in 5 years.
Okay. Hurry up so we can get a room.
yeah.
Like I said, Your Honor, there's something
Your
in
Honor,
the water, too, because he's delusional. There was no way I was
what
going
she
to a room with him.
says is not adding up. The math isn't mathing.
Well, and this one is not just $1 anymore. He's sending you the money for the room. Is that what that is?
No, that was a request, Your Honor. It says request. He didn't send me no money.
Okay.
he requested $108 so y'all can get a room.
He's delusional, Your Honor. He's obsessed with me, and I don't want anything to do with him. I tried to co-parent him, but it went left.
Did you send the money?
No, sir.
Okay,
I
well-
canceled it and blocked his Cash App.
Well, let me ask you this. Just looking at this objectively, you could see why he might think something's amiss, right?
I can see why he might have thought that, but I was open and honest with him when he asked me, but he keeps going and going. I even gave him my password and everything. He keeps going and going, so I just let him keep his delusions to himself.
The honesty didn't start until after I saw the messages. There was no honesty.
Hold on a second, sir.
There was no honesty.
There was no honesty.
So, but,
Yes, there was
but
honesty.
did you have any reason to think it was anything amiss before you saw the messages?
She's always on her phone.
I'm always on my phone.
Everybody's always
Your
on
Honor,
their
Your
phone.
Honor, Your Honor. From the day before we even got married, he agreed to pay half of the wedding. He paid $50 on the wedding certificate and left the rest to me while I was pregnant with our twins.
How much did you end
About
up?
$2,000 roughly. He paid $50 for the marriage certificate after we agreed to go half. No problem. I let that go.
You
Also,
paid the full $2,000?
yes, ma'am. And I didn't
Okay.
get anything back. And come to find out after he was hiding money and all. So,
Well, ma'am.
also, I've helped him get his car at the tow yard several times, promised to pay me back. Never paid me back.
Ma'am, when I first met
Also,
her, I worked
excuse
day
me,
and
sir.
night.
Also, $200 went missing out of my account earlier this year. I asked him about it. He looked at me like I was speaking a foreign language, Your Honor. Nobody else has access to my card.
So you've had a problem about the money?
Yes, ma'am. I would never do nothing to her. I started to create friendships, but once I started noticing some were being disrespectful, I distanced myself and took the time to work on myself. But
Well,
I
Your
never
Honor.
had sex with nobody. There was inappropriate text. I owned up to that, but I never had sex with anybody, never kissed anybody, anything, and I'm here to prove that.
Once I saw our money coming up missing and she was going out with various other men spending it,
That's not
and her
true
baby
at all.
daddy
Stop
started
lying, please.
asking her
Please don't lie on me.
for money for his bills or his bills, I started taking money and putting it aside for my kids because
That's not
all the
true.
money is from my
Okay.
kids.
So, Mr. Barnes,
So I said,
why do you
hey,
think she's been out with other men? She says she hasn't.
Well-
Do you have any evidence to show that she's actually been out with other men?
Yes, she receives messages asking her, hey, is your husband watching the kids come outside in the middle of the night? Various things like that.
No,
of that
you
nature.
lying. You
So that,
You're lying.
that is why I suggest that stuff.
And you're saying none of this is happening. Is
No,
that right, Ms.
It's
Edge?
not true.
Yeah, I think she's
Your Honor,
delusional,
no,
'cause it
you're
is happening.
please don't do that narcissistic stuff.
Up next,
What was he nagging and complaining about?
Every little thing. If I wanted to go see my family, if I wanted to go here, he just tried to micromanage the whole trip, and he ruined
Was it
it for
because
me.
of money? Because of the cost involved, or
No, he was happy to spend my money.
do you have any evidence to show that she's actually been out with other men?
She receives messages asking her, hey, is your husband watching the kids come outside in the middle of the night? Various things like that.
I'm not.
of
No,
that
you
nature.
lying.
And how does she demonstrate this unappreciativeness? Does she
Oh,
say something?
yeah.
Is it an expression? How do you?
I put a car in her name, right? Put a car in her name. You know, it's actually I put a car in my name and allowed her to drive it.
Car I bought.
Right.
Continue.
A hit and run. She got into a hit and run in my name. People coming after me. So I'm
Well,
like,
how's that
look-
her fault
look-
if somebody hit the
No,
car?
no, no. You're saying she hit somebody
Somebody
and
and
kept
hit
going.
ran.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
hit me, but that day we're moving that day. I was trying to hurry up and get all my stuff out, and someone hit me, and I kind of looked and checked to make sure they're okay. And honestly, I shouldn't have kept going, but I did. I ended up having to deal with the repercussions, and I promised them I will never do that again.
All right. Now, we talked about her being unappreciative. We talked about her being unfaithful. You say she is not organized.
No. It's
Okay.
not organized. Like we have to keep buying clothes, because we're not washing clothes. Like the car
Because you keep
is
borrowing
filled.
money and not giving it back.
Hold on,
car-
Miss Edge. Hold on.
Hold on,
I
hold on.
apologize, Your Honor.
All
The
right.
car is filled with clothes still from the hotel last year. Look, take a look. Look at the video. Look at all that stuff.
That's how your car looks
I don't
right
use
now?
it. It's not working right now. So he's been throwing stuff in. Some of the stuff is mine, honestly, but a lot of the clothes he's been throwing in there.
Miss
when-
Edge,
when we don't finish washing.
is this the same car you were in the accident in?
Yes, I haven't driven in like 5 months. It's just been a storage car, pretty much.
Okay, well,
Okay, so-
I suggest you just throw all that away.
Your Honor,
Throw the whole car away.
So,
last summer we went on family vacation. I spent thousands of dollars to take him on a trip for his birthday in June. I was almost 10 months pregnant. We couldn't fly, so we took the train. The whole time, we took the train from here to Chicago to D.C. to Florida. The whole time, all he did was nag and didn't appreciate anything.
Was it because of money? Because of the cost involved, or?
No, he was happy to spend my money. He just wanted to control the situation.
Okay, why were you
I
trying
don't
to control the
remember
situation?
spending any money. You know,
Okay, why were
she
you being
has.
controlling?
Let me see. She controls the finances, right? I can't even recall nagging
That's
at
how
all.
much you nagged, Your Honor.
I had fun the whole trip, so one version,
Were y'all
my
on the
version,
same trip?
and I feel like
I don't think so, Your Honor.
my version is different from her version.
All right. So, Miss, do you control the money?
I control my funds. I don't control any funds he gets.
Well, you say she controls the money.
We receive everything as a family.
So, Miss Edge, who pays the rent or the mortgage?
Me, I pay everything. He has not paid rent once.
Do you receive disability income?
I'm working on it, but
Okay.
we receive, what we're receiving is like assistance, and everybody is all under that. So.
And do you give it all to her and say, look, since you
It's
paid
under
all the
me.
bills?
Yes.
It's under me. He's not giving me nothing. It's under my name.
Okay, so you control the money?
Yes.
That's my money.
So you see,
Well,
how
I
is
I
it?
feel like
It's
this, Your
combined.
Honor.
It's
When you're
combined.
married and you're both contributing,
She
it's
doesn't
ours.
get
If
that.
one person contributing and one person is just taking, it's mine.
Edge, anything we need to know about before we look at the results of the polygraph exam you took?
Nope. I answer honestly and truthfully.
Well, at this time, we will call our polygraph expert, Mr. John Yarbrough, to come and give us the results. Tashi, please escort our expert in. Mr. Yarbrough, how are you today?
Doing great, sir. How about yourself?
Doing well, thank you. And you administered a polygraph examination on Miss Edge, correct?
That is correct.
Right. Let us take a look at the questions that you asked her. You asked Miss Edge, have you had any sexual relations with your baby daddy since the start of your marriage? How did she respond to that question?
She responded with a no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph examination revealed there was no deception to that
Told
question.
you. I told you. Bam. How you feeling, storyteller?
Miss Edge, you seem pretty confident.
Yes, Your Honor, because I didn't lie. I was honest and transparent. I'm ready to see all these results, Your Honor. I'm excited.
You know we have one more question,
Yep,
right?
and I can't wait. Let's get it done. Yes, I'm excited.
You asked Miss Edge, have you had any sexual relations with anyone other than Mr. Barnes? What was her response to that question?
Her response was no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph examination revealed there was no deception to that question.
Boyard, told you. Don't lie on me no more. Thank you. Appreciate it. Give it a round of applause. That's awesome, gentlemen, right there.
Ms. Edge, I take it that you are pleased with the results.
I am highly satisfied, Your Honor.
So what does that mean for your relationship with Mr. Barnes?
Well, since Mr. Barnes has been putting forth more effort, hopefully he will stop playing victim and stop spreading lies, and we can grow past this. Hopefully go to counseling in the future, possibly. But so far, I feel like this is a good start. He can see that I've been honest, and going forward, I will not hang out with anybody that's sketchy to not create fiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Barnes, how does that work for you?
Works for me. I'm happy with the results.
Guess who's doing the dishes tonight, Your Honor?
Okay, that's a victory lap. So, in response, the court is going to order for you to talk to our court counselor to give you some tips, some ideas of moving forward. And you go home and bust them suds like she's asked Mr. Barnes.
I will. Huh?
That is the order and determination of this court. Court is adjourned.
Thank you. I feel fantastic. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest, and I'm ready to move forward in my life.
I'm happy with it. Yes, it was very good advice. Got some closure. Yes.
Now we're just gonna focus on building our family and trying to learn how to be a healthy relationship.
Today on Cutler's Court.
How long's your date?
We broke up 5 months ago,
Yeah.
but we dated for 3 years. Around the second and the third year, that's when I start seeing the controlling tactic.
You see how disrespectful she is, Your Honor?
I'm not disrespectful, I'm stating facts.
You believe that Mr. Chambers has something of yours.
So 5 days ago, when we seen each other again, I noticed that I was missing the key to my safe.
Why would I take a key that I have no clue where they go?
Stop lying.
We'll find out today if he's ordered to return the key to her safe. This is Cutlers Court. Pi Powell Wood says after years of back and forth with her ex-boyfriend regarding religion and diet, she's ready to put this chapter of her life behind her. But first, she needs him to hand over the keys to her safe. Santil Chambers says what his ex-girlfriend is suing him for is an actual crime, which his religion prevents him from committing. He says she is notorious for lying and believes this case is just a ruse to get back with him.
Your Honor, this is case number 1142, Powell Woods versus Chambers.
Thank you, Tashi. Ms. Powell Woods, in a relationship, people want to feel safe. But since you all have broken up now, all you want are the keys to your safe. Tell me what's going on with that.
I'm here today with my ex-boyfriend, Santiago. We dated for 3 years, been broken up for 5 months. And the reason why we're no longer together is because he's controlling, in my opinion. Also smothering. His spiritual beliefs got in the way of our relationship too. And also I just couldn't get down with his diet. And furthermore, he has something that belongs to me and I need it back.
What I'm just gonna jump right to what interests me the most. What's wrong with his diet?
Nothing is wrong with his diet per se. It's more of him trying to convert me over to his diet.
Okay, what was he eating or not eating?
He's not into solid foods. He's more into juices and smoothies only, primarily. And there's times where, you know, I'm at work for 8 hours out the day. I need to have a bulk and a fuller stomach. I can't go 8 hours out of my shift just strictly on juices and liquids.
And so was this a requirement to be, I mean, how was this enforced? Yeah, how was this being enforced?
He'll come to me and say things like, oh, if you don't do this, or if you don't eat this, or drink these things.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Yes,
Hold on,
I'm
let
not
me
finished talking. He'll tell me if I don't follow these rituals that he studied or whatever, I will develop like cancer or other things down the line, health issues. So he says that he's just trying to help me out. But it's an everyday constant thing. It's not just, hey, you're here and you expect.
Try this. This might be interesting. It was you felt some kind of pressure to do it.
Yeah, and then there's times that he'll purposely, you know, put things in my drink, herbal things, and, you know, force it on me or tell me, oh, if you don't do this, then just don't come near me. You know, just very pushy and very controlling.
So let's talk about, since we started with her and your diet, let's start with you and the diet. You've chosen a particular diet that suits you, correct?
Your Honor, my ex-girlfriend, Pi, she's a big liar. And we're here today because she have issues with me and some things with my diet is regarding my spirituality. I don't force anything upon her, but I do have a specific diet.
Hold on, Ms. Powell
But
Woods.
she come to me and ask for help because she has health issues. And so I offer her things that has an alkaline diet that can help her, you know, get better, but she rejected. So I don't force anything upon her, but I just do things to help her because I care about her.
Okay, so your diet is juice-based. You don't eat any solid foods?
I eat food pertaining to my blood type, mostly fruits, vegetables, nuts, things that's beneficial. I don't eat pork. That's the main meat I don't eat.
Tell me how you two met.
We met at a diner. I was going in to...
I'm sorry, that just seems cruelly ironic.
Okay, you met. Was he eating at the diner?
No, he was at the bar. I was there to just get a slice of cake. I like carrot cake.
And then what happened? Did he say, yo, what's up? I mean, what happened?
He seen me, he complimented me. He asked me for my Instagram. Once he went on my Instagram, he noticed that I travel a lot. And 2 days later, we flew to Puerto Rico.
Together?
Yeah.
2 days?
It was his idea.
It was her birthday.
It was my birthday, but it was still his idea.
I feel compelled because all of America's gonna wanna know. I don't wanna know, but I'm doing this for everybody else. Did y'all have separate rooms or did y'all stay together?
No, we had an Airbnb, so it was a large amount of space. Yeah.
Did you utilize all the space or were you all confined pretty much to one space?
To be honest, there was a few nights where we were both out of it, One night he was on the couch. One night I was in the bedroom. But to answer the questions, nothing happened.
Okay. Okay, so you say he's out of it. Was it, why were you out of it?
We hit it off in the beginning, but we never really spent quality time together. Anytime I would try to do something with her, she didn't show up. For example, I set a whole date at the park to paint and spend time in nature. She didn't show up.
What about when I took you to Lake Lanier for the boat trip?
But wait, hold on. Before we get to that, so did you stand him up for your date in the park?
To be honest, I don't even remember that.
Well,
She's very forgetful.
No,
Your
I'm
Honor.
not.
I also bought 2 tickets to a comedy show. I was there for 2 hours. She did not show up. I met her in the parking lot after the comedy show.
And what did she say when you met her?
She didn't have a reason. She just showed up late.
you don't like comedy?
Not really.
Okay.
No. I'm more of an adventurous, outdoors, excursion, activity type of person. I don't like to sit anywhere.
She also told me that she was into dancing, and I took her out to dance, and we didn't spend enough time together. And so we
But I
went
still
out.
showed up.
She spent more time dancing with everybody else except for me.
Maybe your rhythm was off. Like, I don't know. People started noticing that he was weird. He was spinning his beads around, twerking, or whatever this African tribe, or whatever that is. And to be honest, I got embarrassed. So I started dancing with other people.
So you did not want to dance with him anymore?
Not after he went crazy, no.
Coming up,
He wanted me to wear some she shells. He said it represented femininity. I didn't want to wear it. It didn't go with my outfit. And when I didn't want to wear it, instead of him still going out, he locked himself in the bedroom and was like, I'm not going out anymore.
I mean, what happened?
He seen me, he complimented me, he asked me for my Instagram, and 2 days later, we flew to Puerto Rico.
Together?
Yeah,
2 days?
it was his idea.
How long did y'all date?
We broke up 5 months ago,
Yeah.
but we dated for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And was this the energy that y'all had in you?
Well, things didn't start getting weird. Like he said in the beginning, it was cool. The first year was perfect. Around the second and the third year, that's when I start seeing the controlling tactics and the overwhelming and the diets. Like he didn't mention all of that in the beginning. It starts showing slowly towards the end.
Obviously, from your side, you believe that he was trying to control your diet. Was there anything else he was trying to control?
Well, there was a time where I lost my keys being at his house. He told me he wasn't ready for me to go. We ate, we hung out, we had a date, went back to his house, watched movies. It got late. My family was in town. My dad and my daughter and my grandmother was at home. They asked me when was I coming back. We spent the whole entire day together already. So I told him, like, okay, it's time for me to go home. He said he wasn't ready for me to leave. I went to go look for my keys. I couldn't find them. When I looked in the glove compartment of his car, my keys were there. And then
Why were your keys in his glove compartment?
He has to answer that. He said he looked.
She put him there, Your Honor. She's
Why would
very
I put him there if
forgetful.
I'm trying to go home?
She's very forgetful. We also went to get dinner that night, and when I
But didn't
was
you say you checked the
inside
car?
paying
So
for
how
the
can I
food,
forget if I never
She
checked?
perhaps put the keys in my glove compartment at that time.
No, I
and she
didn't. But you
forgot.
said you
She's very
checked. So
forgetful.
how can I forget
You
if
see
I
how
never checked?
disrespectful she is, Your Honor?
I'm not disrespectful. I'm stating facts. I never cussed.
She called my spirituality witchcraft after also asking me for advice to help her.
He had a 6-ring flag on his wall, something that I thought represents devilish spirits.
6 rings?
Like the little pyramid 6. I don't know the name of it.
Pentagram?
I think
It's a
so.
pentagram.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, but what she was describing sounded like a pentagram. It's a
It
pentagram?
is a pentagram.
Okay.
It's a 5-pointed star.
And you, if y'all could see the looks up here. So you thought it was witchcraft. Okay, what was it?
It's a 5-pointed star, which represents Venus. My spirituality is in touch with nature and the universe. So the 5-pointed star, the pentagram, is connected to Venus. And it's just simply a spirituality that represents love.
Okay. Does the spirituality that you practice have a name?
It's Islamism, but more so the Sufi, not the religious sect of it. It's more so the spirituality part, which is based off astrology, astronomy, and the universe, and the laws of nature.
He's also controlling too, because whenever I want to go out with my friends, he has me do something called the limp check. He wants me to put my arms on the side of my body, and wherever my fingers land, I can't have a skirt or a dress on longer than that.
The length check, if you step out for a minute so I can make sure so you put your hands by your side And if the dress is
longer than my fingertips, I mean shorter than
your fingertips, you
then
can't wear it.
I cannot wear it. He said it's inappropriate.
She's lying and very
I'm short my
dramatic,
own,
Your Honor.
so my friend is lying too.
And so, would you ignore him, say, excuse me, I'm grown, thank you, I wear what I want to wear? Or what did you comply with his
Well, the
directive?
first time he said it, I thought he was joking. But as he said it 2 more times, I told him, I don't control what you wear. It's times that he come out wearing what he wants to wear and people laugh. Like, I don't tell you to change clothes. So I don't need you telling me what I can and what I can't wear. Like, we're grown, we're adults.
But just the fact that he had this rule, you just thought was weird.
Yeah, I thought it was weird.
What was the turning point? What was the point where you were like, you know, this is not the relationship for me? What was the turning point?
When we were going out with friends and he went from dressing how he wanted to dress into telling me what he wants me to wear. He wanted me to wear some she shells. He said it represented femininity and it represented women, as in a vagina. After he told me that, I mean, even before that, I didn't want to wear it. It didn't go with my outfit. Like I said, I don't like people telling me what to wear. And when I didn't want to wear it, instead of him still going out, he locked himself in the bedroom and was like, I'm not going out anymore.
So that was, you're like, okay, we're going to wrap this thing up. Yeah,
because it was just, I had too many friends telling me like, oh my God, now this? Like, it was just becoming too
So
much.
how did you break up?
I told him that I didn't want to do it anymore.
And how soon after the seashell incident did you break up?
2 weeks later.
Okay, so you was like, I'm out.
Up next,
You are saying 5 days ago she was at your house.
She left her key in my truck, Your Honor. She forgot. She's very forgetful.
Okay, Mr. Chambers.
Please don't say that.
Here's
I'm
how
gonna
we
throw
can
you
do
out
this.
the damn courtroom
If you
say
say
that again.
if you say she's forgetful one more time, out you go.
She called my spirituality witchcraft.
He had a 6-ring flag on his wall.
He was describing it sound like a pentagram. It's a
It is a
pentagram.
pentagram.
You, if y'all could see the looks up here. All right, so you are here because you believe that Mr. Chambers has something of yours.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
So 5 days ago, when we seen each other again, you know, after breaking up, he came to my house. He said, you know, he just wanted to be friends, catch up, things like that. I didn't want to hold that against him because we did have a good friendship in the beginning. So he came over, we watched movies, we caught up. He told me how his family's doing. I told him how my family was doing. And
This is after 5 months.
this was after 5 months.
Okay.
I noticed that I was missing the key to my safe. I haven't had anybody at my house but him, and I had just had it before he got there because I asked him to set it on the counter for me.
You asked him to set the keys to your safe on the counter.
Well, I didn't know that he knew it was to my safe. I just said, here, he said, oh, you have some keys on the couch. I said, okay, you just put it on the counter for me? He said,
Okay.
sure. After he left, it wasn't there anymore. Every day I've been trying to text him, call him, email him. I can't get a response back anytime I ask for my keys or have you seen them. It's always oh, I'm at work. I'll call you back. I'll check when I get home. I never hear back. Or he'll text back, but it will be him just changing the whole subject. I would say, hey, have you seen the key to my safe? And he'll text me back hours later and saying, how was your day?
Why would I take a key that I have no clue where they go?
Why can't you answer me when I ask you, have you seen it?
Is this one key on a ring or is it on a ring with other keys?
No, it's just one.
Have you seen the keys?
I have no idea where the keys are, Your Honor. She's
Well,
very forgetful.
hold on. Don't tell me that again. You have told
'Cause
me,
she
you have
is.
said that 20 times.
She is
I
forgetful.
get your point. You ain't got to tell
There's
me that no
nothing
more.
I can forget.
Hold
If
on,
I
Miss.
gave- if you
Hold
have
on,
the
Miss
keys in your hand,
Powerwoods.
it's not
Miss
mine.
Powerwoods.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me do my job. You were at her house. Yes?
On the instance she's talking about.
Was I at her house?
Yes.
No, I wasn't.
You
Oh
haven't
my
been to her
gosh.
Okay, wait a minute. When did he come to your house?
5 days ago.
5 days ago.
She came to my house. I didn't go to her house. We went out to eat, and she came back to my house.
So you were
came
not
to
at
my
her house.
And you just said I'm very forgetful. If you never came to my house, you would have never said that. You would have never said I'm forgetful. You would have just said you weren't at my house from the jump. Stop lying.
You are saying 5 days ago she was at your house.
She came to my house. She left her key in my truck, Your Honor, and she forgot. She's very forgetful.
Okay, Mr. Chambers.
Saying the
Please
same
don't
thing.
say that. I'm
Here's
gonna
how
throw
we
you
gonna
out
do
the
this.
damn courtroom
If you
say that again.
If you say she's forgetful one more time, out you go. Have you been to Ms. Powerwood's house in the last month?
Yes.
Okay. Why were you there? Don't look
Just
at her.
relax,
Look at me.
Chill.
Okay.
We just caught up about family.
Okay. At some point during this visit to Ms. Powerwood's house, did she ask you to move some keys from point?
Whatever keys you're talking about, I don't know.
You're answering a question I haven't even asked yet.
Did you see some keys on the couch
No.
and she asked you to move it?
No.
Just like he claimed he never came to my house.
Can you get into your safe? Can you get somebody to open
Whatever
your
keys she's talking about, I don't know.
I need you to be quiet. When we want to talk to you, you act funny. Now, I'm not talking to you. Be quiet. Can you get a locksmith to get your safe open?
I called for estimates. It's about $450 to get someone to come out. That's why before I do that and make that step, I wanted to know if he accidentally took it or where did he actually place it in my house. I can't get a response. Every time I text him and ask him or call him,
Look.
he beats around the bush.
I don't know what keys she's talking about.
Yep.
You don't know now? Okay. But you couldn't text me back and tell me or answer the phone? Like, why did I have to take you to court in order for you to say you don't remember or just to say little things?
That's a good question. Had she texted you and asked you about this key?
Memory. We're not together.
Did she text you and ask you about the key?
We're not together. I never responded to her after that.
Exactly.
Judge Dana didn't ask you if you responded. She asked you, did she text
Stealing
you?
is a crime.
I don't know what keys she's talking about. I didn't take her keys.
Get out.
What would Dr. say?
Go.
I don't have the keys.
Tashi.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Yeah. He's the forgetful one, apparently.
It don't even matter. Ms. Powerwoods, I am sorry. You're going to have to spend some money to get into your safe.
Yeah, I see.
But I will say this. If it costs you $450 to get into your safe and not to have to deal with him about the key,
Baby.
that might be the best $450 you've ever spent.
Yeah.
Give us a couple of seconds.
Okay.
I feel terrible.
I do too, but I mean, we don't have any proof that he has the keys. If he said, yeah, I had them, but then I lost them, or at least we could prove he had possession. We can't even prove he ever had possession. And while I believe Ms. Powerwoods and don't really believe him, I can't put the keys in his possession. I don't have that information. I don't have that evidence. I would really love to be able to do something.
Yeah, before he got dismissed, I also wanted to mention when it came to his diet, there was too many complaints whenever I brought him around people that he was too comfortable.
Oh, Lord.
With farting.
It what?
With farting. He felt like since he's juicing and detoxing, he read something on the internet that, when you cut certain things out your diet, it decreases the smell of your bowels and decreases the smell in your farts. So he felt comfortable farting around me or my family or friends or whoever. And I don't know why in his mind he didn't think it had a smell, but there was plenty of times where people were like, what's that smell? And instead of him saying, oh, that's me because I'm juicing, he'll just look around like he doesn't know neither. So that was like, I can't see myself being with someone that, I don't know.
So this whole thing about, I don't know what you're talking about, that's consistent.
That's consistent.
Okay.
Well, Ms. Woods, I hope that you're able to get into your safe, that you'll find someone who will be able to help you. And I hope a lesson's been learned here.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's the determination of this court on this day for this case. Court is adjourned.
I feel like their advice was accurate. I didn't get anywhere. He's beating around the bush with all the questions. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do and just pay locksmith to open up my safe. After court, I do not plan on seeing him. No, absolutely not.
Today on Cutler's Court.
How does that look, him expecting you to be wife material?
Stay home, clean, cook.
I was actually asking her to be my wife.
So what did you tell him you were looking for?
More so like a sugar daddy, to be honest. Someone to kind of pay for my lifestyle.
Sugar daddies give sugar.
You definitely wasn't getting a, and you know exactly why you wasn't.
We'll find out today which one will be ordered to pay. This is Cutler's Court. Eric Keaton calls his ex-girlfriend a professional user of men. He says he was clear about his expectations and was dating to marry, but she had other things in mind. He is suing her for unpaid rent and hopes while they are here, the judges will teach her a lesson in integrity. Zanaya Barnett says her ex-boyfriend's claims for rent money is absurd because they never had an agreement. She says if he wants to be petty, so can she. So she's countersuing him for $800 after his controlling and jealous nature caused her to miss out on modeling opportunities.
Your Honor, case number 1005, Keaton versus Barnett.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Keaton, you have brought a claim against Ms. Barnett. Please tell me why you are bringing this claim.
I'm bringing this claim for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
For the most part, the reason I'm bringing her to court is because of non-payment of rent.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
It's some more reasons, but we're gonna get to that later on.
Okay, so this is a claim for rent.
For the most part, yes.
Okay, well, I can only award money at this point. So tell me about the rent.
Well, Ms. Barnett, she is an aspiring model.
I am a model.
Aspiring model.
I am
so
a model.
She basically
Get it
moved
right.
in with me and wasn't paying rent while she was a model. I'm just saying.
So Miss Barnett was your roommate?
She, more than a roommate, she just a little bit spoiled rotten though.
Well, hold on, Ms. Barnett. All right, so you had a place,
Yes, sir.
okay? You started dating Ms. Barnett.
Yes, I did.
All right. At some point, you asked her to move in with you.
Nah, I didn't ask her to move in with me. She kind of like slick moved in on her own.
That's not what happened, Your Honor.
Okay,
Ms.
how do you
and you know
Ms.
it.
Barnett,
Ms.
hold on.
Hold on, we gonna come to you. All right.
So
how do you slick move in?
You know how you go over to somebody's house for numerous occasions and you just leave stuff there, leave and come back and bring new stuff there? That's
Okay, so
slick
you
moving
looked
in.
up, it was a sweater, then it was some shoes on a sweater and a dress.
Book
and then it
bag.
was a book bag, a suitcase.
there's a whole drawer full of stuff, and then
and then your
she promised to
toiletry's
pay
been
though.
moved over.
She promised to pay.
She promised to
She
pay?
promised to
Not
pay.
true.
Okay, hold on, before we get to the promise to pay part, you didn't nip that in the bud and say, hey, your stuff is in this box over here.
Well, I mean, she was going through things on her own accord, and I understood that too. Like, I'm not like a bad person. I was trying to like help her out too at the same time.
So while you noticed it, you didn't tell her no.
I mean,
That's a yes or no?
yes.
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 Okay. All right, Miss Barnett,
Ma'am.
how did you end up in his apartment?
Him asking me to come?
To move in? He asked you
Yeah,
to move
practically.
in? Tell me how that happened.
Basically, we had an agreement or whatever of kind of being together. He would kind of help me with my career, not necessarily a full-on relationship, so I didn't see a full need to pay a rent, especially that's not something
Can I
we
object?
specifically talked about.
So
I will-
when he asked you to move in, did he ask you to pay the rent, pay half the rent? Did you ever have a conversation about you paying half the rent?
It has came up, but I never signed anything. It never was a full-on, yes, you have to do this. It was kind of like, can you help me? And I was kind of like, no.
I got text messages.
So
proving
No.
he asked you, could you help him, and you said no.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then y'all just kept on living there?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
How
He
did it
would want
work?
me to stay there. So
Okay.
I got
she's-
text messages.
You have text messages?
Yes, I do.
Saying that she will pay the rent?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tasha, would you grab those for us, please?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so she writes you, hey, Eric Bay, I know I've been saying I would start pitching in and doing my part. Can you please just answer the phone? And you respond,
Look, I'm kind of sick of the promises that you don't keep. You got to start paying rent next month if you're going to continue to be with me.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to be staying out all times of the night. I'm going to get my stuff together.
Better done than said.
She too spoiled. I didn't even say
Okay.
nothing about staying all
Okay.
night.
But I don't
And
see-
she didn't say nothing about paying
Paying the
rent.
rent.
You asked her to pay rent.
And she said, I'm not going to stay out all night. That's all she said she wasn't gonna do.
I see where y'all going with this, man. Look, that ain't cool.
Plus, we wasn't fully together. We had an agreement more than anything.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. I'm gonna start with Mr. Keaton. How did y'all meet?
Oh, we met at an event, networking event. I was there on the behalf of somebody that does like camera work, and she's a model.
Like a photographer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And she's
Okay.
and she's a model.
All right.
And she was there. I saw her. We started talking. I got Instagram. You know, that's a new way of getting somebody's phone number without getting their phone number. Like getting the Instagram. So we started talking, and we was talking for a little while, and then one thing led to another.
How long were y'all talking before one thing led to another?
Probably, I say about 2 or 3 months.
So 2 to 3 months.
He knew what it was from day one.
Hold on.
So you were talking for 2 to 3 months, and then after 3 months, what happened?
I mean, we went out a couple of times. She was actually like, I'm just gonna be real with you. I wanted a wife, not a little girlfriend. So it's like I was actually asking her to be my wife in a roundabout way, not in 3 months, but I'm upfront with what I want.
No.
So you were telling her, I want, you possible wife material.
I told her that the day I met her.
Okay. So did he tell you were wife material?
I never said that I was gonna be his wife.
No, I didn't ask you that. I asked you, did he say to you, you wife material?
At the beginning, yes.
Okay, and your response to?
That's good to know.
Okay.
So it was like him forcibly expecting that was what kind of drove us apart.
Coming up.
She be going out looking like Beyonce. If she came home and we were staying together, she'd look just like Steve Urkel with a wig on.
Okay, so...
You sound like a hater.
No,
Hold on, Ms. Barnett.
She promised to pay.
Not true.
You didn't tell her no.
I mean...
That's a yes or no. Okay, so how does that look, him expecting you to be wife material?
Stay home, clean, cook, the whole shebang.
So he wanted you to just be in the house barefoot and pregnant?
Yes.
With cleaning house
yes,
and cooking?
all the time.
And she did none of the things she said in the beginning. I wasn't talking about the pregnant part.
So what did you tell him you were looking for?
More so like a sugar daddy, to be honest. Someone to kind of pay for my lifestyle.
And so what does that conversation look like? When he says, well, here's what I'm looking for in a wife, you're like, yeah, no. What I'd like for you to do is really pay for everything.
It wasn't just straight off the bat.
Well, that's what
That's what it sounded like to me.
But it wasn't straight off the back like, well, I just want you to pay everything. It was kind of like, well, I don't really want a full-on relationship at this moment. We could be friends. We can go out on dates and stuff like that. And he was kind of agreeing to see where it goes. After a few months, it was kind of like he wanted more. It was stay home. I don't want you going out to as many gigs anymore. I don't want you going out with your friends as much. And it just got kind of controlling.
So tell me what you meant when you said wife material.
She was nice. She was nurturing. She just had a lot of insight on life.
Okay.
And I looked at that as like, for me, that's wifey material. So I said that to her.
Okay,
so what I wanted from her was things that a wife do.
Okay, so, and what do you think a wife does? Have you ever had a wife?
Mm-mm.
Okay, tell me what you think that looks like.
All right, if a man's supposed to provide, a wife's supposed to take care of the household, correct?
Okay.
If I've been working all day and you haven't been doing nothing but sitting on your hint and on Instagram doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Instagram is part of my job.
Ms. Barnett.
Doing whatever you want to do. Make it seem like you at least care when I come home. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff.
So, Ms. Barnett, was any of that communicated to you, that that's what he expected?
Maybe through arguments, that's the only time it would come up.
Okay.
Is how I would need to do more. Is if he was mad about me leaving for a booking or a gig, that's when all of a sudden the whole house is so dirty and I need to clean and I need to stay home and cook and the whole shebang.
Did you have a car?
No, not at the time.
So if you got a booking, you needed him to take you. unless you were going hot-footed yourself there, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so he would then say, no, you can't go because you haven't cleaned the house. There's laundry to be done.
He would either make it a big fuss and make me late, or I just couldn't go.
And you also have a counterclaim against him.
Yeah, I had a counterclaim basically for emotional abuse and physical, because he can get quite physical, especially with his temper problem.
Lies.
Am I?
Lies.
He can get quite, like, he would have times where he would, like,
Lies.
keep me in the house, or,
Quiet, Mr.
like,
Keaton.
Yes, sir.
he would try to, I'll be coming out the door or trying to go out the door. He'll, like, grab me really hard and kind of pull me back in the house. And, you know, I would be too scared to leave. Or there'd be times I would miss bookings or miss opportunities.
What you have in your court papers is a countersuit for missing modeling gigs. And you have a total of 5 that were missed. Do you have any proof that you had a gig and you lost it?
I only have 2 pieces. This is one big one where they was hitting me back to get my response because I had expressed interest in working with them. And by that point, I had kind of talked to him about it, and he was really putting me down on it. He wasn't really encouraging. He was kind of like, no, you can't do it. You're not gonna do it. I don't even know why you even want to get in this field, and kind of just going there about it.
So she's saying that you wouldn't let her go out, you wouldn't let her go to her gigs, you wouldn't drive her. Would you take her to get her modeling gigs?
I would take her to the majority of gigs that I could take her to with my allotted time, but I'm doing other things too. If I can't take you to a gig because I'm actually busy, then how is that me stopping you from going to a gig?
Okay.
From what I'm hearing, this wasn't the type of relationship that she was looking for. So why is she looking for me to be taking her everywhere? So I gotta deny that. And then plus another thing is, she be going out looking like Beyonce, but come back looking like Murder Urker to me.
Never
you know
had a
what I'm saying?
problem before.
Like, I'm just being real.
Never had a problem.
So tell me what you mean by that.
Look how she look now. She look nice, right? If she came home and we were staying together, she'd look just like Steve Urkel with a wig on.
Okay, so...
You sound like a hater.
No,
Hold on,
it
Ms.
ain't
Barnett.
that.
Ms. Okay, so what does that mean?
My mind says, like, you going outside looking like that for everybody else, but then you can't come home looking like that for me.
Up next,
You like, pay the rent. I ain't gonna stay out all night.
Every time rent comes her way, you know, rent comes, she ducking. She like, yeah,
You also have a counterclaim against him.
For emotional abuse and physical, because he can get quite physical, especially with his temper problem.
Do you have a lease, Mr. Keaton?
Yes, I do.
Tasha, would you get that, please?
She just used to people, she just used to using people.
Yeah.
And
You
she
know?
thinks she gonna use me
I did.
until she
All right.
I know y'all heard that.
Yes, I heard her when she said, I did use you. She said that 20 minutes ago when she said you were a sugar daddy. That ain't news.
Nah, that ain't what it was, though. Sugar daddies give sugar.
You definitely wasn't getting that. And you know exactly
Nah,
why
look,
you
I
wasn't.
ain't,
And you
look,
know
I ain't
exactly
listening to
why
nothing
you
you saying. I'm
wasn't.
gonna talk to y'all, okay?
No, he's
Well, that's
terrible.
probably
We're
right.
not doing
I'ma
this.
talk to y'all.
We're
Okay,
not
so
doing
here's
this.
the thing. I know what you thought it was going to be. She is very clear about what she was doing. She was like, okay, this is convenient. I need some place to stay. He got a car. I'm moving in.
You
Now-
can help me with my career.
You can help me with I need you to do things for me. I'm not saying it's right, Mr. Keaton. I'm just saying that was her mindset. So,
And the fact that you didn't have that mindset means there was no meeting of the minds. And you can't have a contract or an agreement if you don't have a meeting of the minds.
We did. She's in here lying. That's what I'm saying to you. She's
okay,
lying.
well, this is what I'm gonna say to you is that happens every day in courtrooms across the country and here too. People lie. They just straight up lie.
So that means
And
you gotta have evidence.
That's why I asked you about your lease. Because I'm like, the only person's name on the lease, she never signed a lease, correct?
Correct.
And she never signed a document saying to you, I will pay half the rent, correct?
That's correct.
And here's the thing. You bring up rent, she goes left. She goes another way. She goes, well, yeah, I don't see why that would be so. Even in this text message, you like, pay the rent. I ain't gonna stay out all night. She not even, that part is absolutely consistent.
But see,
like,
look, we get on the phone after that and we talk about it, and it's totally different. But
and you know what?
Did you ever
That's
report
why,
those?
wait, that's why you get everything in writing, because when you fall out, nobody remembers.
Every time rent comes her way, rent comes, she's ducking. She's like, yeah.
So, I mean, Mr. Keaton, I'm not mad at you. I feel terrible for you because you probably did think she agreed, but she is bobbing and weaving on this rent. But more importantly, your own lease doesn't allow you to sublet. So you could not have her as an additional tenant.
Or charge her rent for being there because that's subletting. You charging somebody else rent for staying there.
So I need to find me somebody like me then, huh?
Huh?
I need to find a me.
Baby, you do. Moreover, you need to actually find somebody who's wife material, the kind of wife that you want. And I'm not saying you're not, but you're not what he's looking for. Looks are one thing, even a vibe is another thing. But actually somebody being worthy of being your wife, that is not a thing that you can discover on day one, day 100. Maybe day 1,000, you might be like, oh, okay.
And the reality is, I mean, you all are 16 years apart, if I read the file correctly, right? So you all are in different places in life.
You talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire, and she's like, who that?
Right, and to top it all off, there are some 23-year-old women who may be looking for somebody like you.
Nah, I'm cool.
She ain't.
I'm cool.
You cool?
I'm cool.
She wants a sugar daddy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, look, man.
So, based on the documents provided, the evidence provided, the inconsistent and non-compatible testimony, we're going to have to find in behalf of the defendant and deny your claim for the rent or her half of the rent.
Now, as it relates to your claim for the lost modeling gigs, we don't have any dates, we don't have any places, we don't have any people who were supposed to be hiring you, we don't have any amounts per gig, we don't have any of that information. And just the mere fact that he said you couldn't go isn't a real impediment to you not going. And just the fact that he wouldn't drive you is not a real impediment to you not going. So based on that, we're gonna have to deny your claim for the lost modeling gigs and find in favor of Mr. Keaton. So that is the determination of our court. Court is adjourned.
Well, she got to go to the store and get some sugar because I ain't got none over there.
I feel like, they were right. It wasn't enough evidence. So I agree with their decision.
I was always taught you can't live nowhere for free. So, I mean, like, that's what I thought everybody lived by. But I'm gonna stop giving people the benefit of the doubt.